Oh, yes. You know what time it is? It's the Between the Bedpost and the Shelf podcast. I'm your favorite dad, favorite gardener. Come on, guy. You know what happened? I'm stuck in this room. I'm stuck in my son's room because he's in my bedroom now. He kicked me out. He's bigger than me. He's 7 and he's like 6'5", 400 pounds. He's huge. I was like, damn, I didn't know I had any Samoan blood in me, you know? And so now I'm stuck in here. And did you hear that? Yeah, that's my wife leaving. Yeah. Yeah, she's not actually like leaving me. She's going to the store. I wouldn't be this giddy. I wouldn't do a podcast like, hey, my wife's leaving me. Unless, maybe if I had some bruises and I was covered in blood, I was like, finally, she's leaving, you know, if she was real abusive, but she's great. Uh, she lets me do a podcast, right? A lot of married people are like, ooh, what are you doing? Be an adult and stuff. She's like, he needs this. He's a lot nicer when he does his goofy video thing. So God bless the lady. God bless you for checking in. You know what I mean? I really appreciate it. I'm feeling great. Look at this. Got a little beer here. The comedian's Gatorade is a beer. Salute. I think that's cheers in Italian. That's the only Italian I know. You ever do that? You ever say like salute, you say one word and then someone turns around and goes, oh, you know Italian? Hey, I'm like, just, nope, I don't. Sorry, guy. Sorry, Pepe. You know, and then they turn around, they usually, anyone that wants to speak to you in a foreign language, they usually have a really hot girlfriend, right? Or hot wife. They're always in shape. Every European I met, they love exercising. What is it about us Americans that are just lazy? I don't get it. I'm so lazy, I make 600-pound people look active. I'm so lazy that I just use wet wipes when I shower. Yeah. No wonder people don't sit by me at work, you know? I'm lazy in the winter. When is it? It gets cold, and I'm like, I don't want to shower. I don't want to have sex. You ever do that? You ever lay next to them and you kind of do, you touch them and you just touch yourself, you're like, and they just go, that's it? Yeah. I'm lazy. It's winter. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, I guess I'm just a lazy person. You know, lazy people blame seasons for their laziness. Hey, guess what I was doing before this? Hang on, let's take another sip. Have a sip with me. I know you're at work, but have a smoke or a sip. Let's go. Come on. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that good. That real good. My wife came up to me just a couple minutes ago and she goes, remember when I said you were crazy earlier? That was it. She walked away. By the way, I'm happy to be here. My hairline isn't. I was like, see ya, don't want to be ya. You know what I mean? It's all my trajectory. It's all where I was projected to be as a human. It was like, yeesh, I gotta find another human to go on, right? I gotta go find a fit European guy with a hot wife, right? I don't want to be on this guy where he's out of breath, just laying next to the person. That's not fun to watch. The hairline's in the front row. It wants to see doggy style. It wants to see laps. You know what I mean? Ooh. By the way, sorry about the last podcast. That was horrible, right? Oh, and you guys know you're watching Men in the Bay. I don't have to do that whole intro, right? Alex Woody here. Your favorite Woody, right? There's only a couple Woodies. Woody Allen, he's horrible, right? He's gotta go. He's fucking his daughter, fucking nut job, right? I'm gonna groom a chick, raise her, and then marry her. It's fucking, you know. So he's out. But who you like? Woody Harrelson. You like Woody from Toy Story, and then there's me, baby. So hey. Good to be here. Chins are happy to be here. We're all happy to be here. But before I start all this, I was playing a game called Will the Trash Bag Break on Me on the Way to the Garbage? Apartment people, you know what I'm talking about, right? House people are like, yeah, I remember those days. Shut up. I'm jealous of those apartment people that have that trash chute that it's in the hallway, that door you open up and throw the trash down there. Yeah, I'm jealous of those people. They don't have to go anywhere. Those are my type of lazy people, right? Those are the guys just using the wipes instead of showers. Oh, this is how I shower, like a person in a coma, right? I just clean the genitals, ass, armpits. I'm out of there. Oof, this wintertime. I'm telling you, I love that shoe. It's just so simple, and you can hear the trash go down, bang against the sides. That's so fun. And here's the thing. I remember I had some friends, acquaintances from school, push a kid down one of those 3 flights, third story, and you could just hear the kid go, bang, bang, bang. And the kid survived. He's all right. He's grown up now. He's kind of got a wonky eye and kind of drools a little bit when you give him a couple of beers. But he's a manager at a Burger King, so he's doing well. Um, so I'm fucking grabbing the trash bags, right? And you take them out of the trash cans, and I pick up one, and it feels like my wife put bricks in them. I'm like, am I carrying dead bodies? Did you just cut up someone you didn't like? One of my friends? I thought I hadn't seen my friend Mike for a while, right? She goes, have you heard this, married guys? She goes, I cleaned out the closet. They're always cleaning out a closet, right? And it's just like, what closet are you cleaning? We got like a couple closets. I'm like, is there a secret closet I don't know about? Like, how deep does our closet go? Because I hardly use it. You know me, I'm a guy, I'm lazy. It's wintertime. I just throw the clothes next to the bed. I am not organized. My 7-year-old's more organized than me. My wife just, I don't know why. You ever look at your relationship, and this is what gets you through the day. You look at the stuff that you're grateful for. I look around, I'm like, why does she stay? But let me tell you, I figured it out. My wife loves projects, and I'm sure she's videotaping everything, right? Sometimes I feel like I'm being watched. She's videotaping everything in the vents, and I'm gonna be one of those projects, like, look at, she's gonna have seminars, look at how you can train men, and I'm gonna be doing great, right? This is gonna be gone. I'm gonna be standing up straight. She's always saying stand up straight, right? They're always making you perfect, right? I'm gonna be a billionaire. She's making me great, but it's all videotaped, right? And she's gonna do seminars for younger women, right? I guarantee it. Well, my wife's smart. Why wouldn't she? I swear, I smoke a little weed and I see the little red camera. I'm like, what is that? The janitor put that in there, or my wife? I don't get this whole clean up the closet though. She's always getting rid of stuff, and I was thinking, I'm like, she is always getting rid of stuff. I think it's my stuff, right? Because I looked the other day, I was looking for a football jersey. I was feeling young, limber, about to go throw the ball with the boy, and you ever have those days when you feel like you're 18? Yeah, yeah. Then you pull a muscle. Fuck, I'm old. But I was looking for a football jersey the other day. Couldn't find one. And I'm like, I threw it out. My jersey. But I'm carrying the bags on the way to the trash can. And I swear one of them's going to explode. Have you ever had that happen to you? Where the bag explodes? I remember it happened to me as a kid. My dad, he divorced my mom, blah, 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 blah. And this guy, he wasn't trained yet. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm in that position. I don't think my mom trained him that much, because he, like, packed all the food trash just in a little paper bag. And I remember it exploding everywhere on the stairs, going downstairs. And him just freaking out, fuck, shit, you cut. He's like blaming me, like, right? So I have post-traumatic stress, right? Sorry, veterans, I know that this is like suburb pussy white millennial post-traumatic stress, okay? Sorry, I know I didn't go to war or anything, but I'm always worried about the bad breaking and my dad popping out of the bushes, yeah, shut up. But it's just the thing I remember about is not the yelling, but the like, all the food that you have to pick up. It's a mess, right? So I run to the trash can, and I'm thinking while I'm doing this is what the commercial should be. A nervous, sweaty, panicky, stoned dad with the bags of garbage just like almost breaking, but the bag is holding it. This is why you should buy our product, right? That's what the commercial should be. It's always an actor like holding it and swinging around. That's not realistic, guy. I'm sitting there with Mary Jane. Next, give me another commercial. But if you had a commercial with a guy that kind of looked like me, out of shape, he's doing that run, you know, more out of breath than he should be, then I might watch it, you know. I might sip on the beer like this. Sip on the beer like this. Oh yeah, that's great. I love that. But see, these commercial companies, I can go on, but they don't listen. They don't think like the average guy. Sometimes the average guy knows shit. Look at this brain. Look at this head. I don't have this big of a head for nothing. Actually, I did. I was three weeks late. This is what happens. Thanks, Mom. You know what I mean? This is what happens. You're late when you come out of the canal, of the mom canal, and you have an elonged head. Thanks, Laura. So I'm fired up today, guys. The last episode, I was like, ugh, I don't have anything. I hate my jokes. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna have fun here. I'm listened around the world. The most famous comedians never listen to this podcast. But I'm saying, I got people listening, baby. So we're rolling, and we made it to the garbage can, okay? And if you guys know what commercials, did you hear that idea? This is what I should be. A madman, right? Remember that show? They come up with ads. That looked fun, right? You just get drunk and smoke all day. Is that how it is? I'd be like a madman for like an ad guy for like a weed or beer company. Because those guys get faded. What should we come up with next? Or just lit, you know? That sounds fun to me. Do you know, like, you can just die at any moment? So why not have fun? Did you know that? I think a drunk person told me that at a bar. Another round on me. By the way, I'm a pig. Just want to let you guys know that. And a sip, hang on. Sunday fun day. I'm a pig, and I'm proud of it because I look like a pig. So why not sound like a pig? You know what I mean? That's the clever shit I come up with. And the ancient Greeks said, do everything in moderation. And let me tell you, I'm a pig. So I like how my voice cracked right there. I'm a pig. So my voice hasn't cracked since 1969. I would be horrible Greek because I don't do anything in moderation. You know what I mean? I'm a pig, right? So I would probably get hung in like a week back in the day, right? They would have made me a gladiator and I would have gotten eaten by a tiger. Because I'm not a fighter, I'm an eater. You know, what if they had the gladiators do an eating contest? I could win that. I could be a celebrity off of that. I'd win that and I'd be hanging out with the Greek gods because I'm a cool fat guy. See, fat guys have to earn respect. People don't know that. They think it's just black guys that need to earn that street cred. Fat guys gotta earn that street cred too. And me, by doing an eating contest and showing, hey, this guy doesn't do everything in moderation, but hell, he won the eating contest, make him a star gladiator, let him hang out with the Greeks, right? I'd be fucking interrupting Hades, right? And hell, he's like eating a body, and I'm like, did you hear about leprosy and how it looks on your cock? And just make him howl laughing, you know? I'd be making Poseidon, I'd be making him say, hey guy, I made everyone laugh, let me ride a turtle. I'd be making him do favors, because that's what you do when you hang out with celebrities, right? You have them do favors for you. Why do you think all these NBA players go broke? All their friends are like, hey, can you buy me this? Hey, can you invest in this? And then now they're broke. They're like, I don't know. They do a news thing 20 years later. I don't know how I went so broke. You're giving away all your fucking money. That's, if you're poor and want to make it and hang out with celebrities, you use them. Everyone knows that. Ancient Greece. Wouldn't that be dope? What if all of a sudden I got transported to Greece, right? Just all of a sudden I'm out, right? Do you ever think of thoughts like that? Or am I just super, am I just really out there? Or do you guys have fucking, you're so bored, you're like, what if I put pennies on my face and went back to Greece. Like, you guys ever think like that, or am I just losing it in quarantine? Like, here's the crazy part, is I could have gone back to ancient Greece and make it back here, if that sentence makes sense, and not know it, right? That shit blows your mind, right? I'm either really high or my mom did a lot of drugs during her pregnancy with me, because I'm and damn my mom too, because you know what? She makes me think of these thoughts. She said that shit, you guys probably heard this shit too from your parents or grandma, whoever raised your ass. Anything is possible. Oh yeah, you find out that's, oh yeah, 25, working at McDonald's. Anything is possible. Suicide? Is that possible, Mom? I I took that saying anything is I keep drinking the beer, I'm sorry, I'm thirsty. I should have had a water in here. By the end of this, I will be faded. I took that saying anything is possible. This is how dumb I am, right? Oh, yeah, you hear that as a kid? Oh, yeah. And I bought a necklace. Did I say that right? Necklace? A necklace. And gave it to a chick, right? And word on the street the next day, word in the yard, is she threw it in a pool, right? Devastated. Heartbroken, right? Jerking off in the bathroom. They're like, oh my god, you're devastated. Yep. There was always that rat in school that knew all the gossip, right? Remember that kid? He'd run around all the groups. Hey, did you hear about this? Hey, the janitors are pervert. Hey. Usually turned out to be the gay kid later on, right? That kid, he came up to me and told me everything, right? And I don't blame the chick for tossing the necklace, because I just ran up to her. Remember being a kid, you're just an idiot. I ran up to her and like threw it at her. Right? Here you go. Oh, yeah. They're like, they're probably like, who the fuck is that? Right? Dude, so I don't blame her for throwing it. I had no confidence. Big puss. You know, that was my nickname back in the day, Big Puss. But, you know, I think back, I'm like, I wish I had the confidence I had now back then. But then I think about it, I'm like, eesh, maybe it was good I was a puss, because I would have been drinking and smoking, looking up skirts, you know what I mean? Talking about the teacher, hey, fuck you, I got a 401k. I'd be like, adult in a kid's body, right? That would be a crazy movie, but you couldn't really do it. It'd be too inappropriate. If you did like a Freaky Friday, where, you know, you've seen those movies like Freaky Friday, where the bodies switch, right? You switch in someone else's body, like the daughter switches in the mom. You couldn't do that with a young kid, like a moron, like a 5th grader and an adult. The dad would just get the kid in trouble and arrested, right? I was thinking about this. What if you did a Freaky Friday or a Freaky Handicapped, where you accidentally went into a handicapped man body, and all of a sudden the handicapped guy is like fucking jiving and talking back. The mom's like, okay, up and up. And the guy's like, what the fuck, I'm 30. You know what I mean? And then the other guy who normally has to go to work, he's got a wife, he's got kids, now he's mentally handicapped. And people are like, what is up with you? You're losing it. What, did you have a stroke? Right? That would be a crazy fucking movie. Get fucking Adam Sandler on there. He does the best mentally handicapped way. I got Adam Sandler. Every movie he does, he's either, you know, I think I've talked about this on the podcast. He's either angry or he acts like he's got a mental handicap problem, right? Try not to say the R word anymore. My producer hates it. That's why I don't want to say it. He's like, one time I said retard too many times. He's like, I'm not pushing this. But the whole thing is like, Adam Sandler, that's all he does. He's either angry or he's like, happy do, hide the can. Like, you've heard him. So get him on that project. Guys, I'm coming at the advertising business. I'm coming at the movie business. This is top notch. Move over, Joe Rogan. Move over, Rachel Maddow. It's Alex Woody time. Receding thumb-looking head time. Adidas brand new mom bought it for me shirt time. Beer time. Your time, I'm sorry. Wasting time. Closing time. Remember that song? That was horrible. Memories, right? Shit you think of on a road trip. I had a road gig. I know there hasn't been much comedy going on with, in California, especially with shit closing down again. And I lucked out. I got a gig. It was about 2 hours away, hour and a half, 2 hours of traffic in the valley, in an area where it's dark roads, dark sky. And I'm thinking about the necklace, giving it to the girl. I'm thinking about how small my wiener is. I'm thinking about slushies, all right? And, as a comedian, I appreciate the solo-ness of going to a gig, of going by yourself. You don't know if you're gonna get a flat tire. You don't know if you're gonna have cell phone service. You don't know if there's gonna be people at the gig. There's so much unknown that you're amped up. It's like if you've ever played sports and you don't know what to expect from this game, but there's gonna be some hitting. There's gonna be some throwing. Someone could get hurt, right? That's the same thing with stand-up comedy. And I'm burping a lot, that goddamn beer. And there's so much similarity with sports and comedy, but, a lot of times you can't bring a friend. Sometimes I want a friend to come open with me or do a show with me, and I can't, there's not an open spot, so I go by myself. And let me tell you, I think being a comedian is better than being in a band, because I just read that the Beatles used to jerk off with each other. Swear to God, look it up. And, music's great. I see that it helps. But I'd rather be a comedian and work by myself, right? I like the jerk off solo. Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? I'm going to be listening to that music differently now. When I'm dancing to Michael Jackson, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm dancing along with the molester. But at least he's not doing it while the music's going, right? So... But these are the things you gotta think about. This is why I don't like reading, okay? Because you find out about these assholes doing weird shit. You're like, fuck. The music comes on. You're like, fuck. I can't. I'm high and I'm thinking about their morals. I can't listen anymore. So thanks, Paul McCartney, for letting that cat out of the bag. Keep shit to yourself. I jerked off with someone in middle school. In the sleeping bag. Yeah, I'll do weird shit as a kid. Keep it to yourself. I'm not coming out with an article. This is why I'm an artist. I jerked off with John Lennon. Cool it, Pomb. Maybe these guys shouldn't get high. They tell the truth too much, right? Mm-hmm. So anyways, solo gig. Love being solo. Don't like a lot of people looking at stuff, right? I'm not an expeditionist, right? Not even an expedition. I'm in a Highlander driving. The skies are dark. I'm driving. And I'm using the map, app, and it's putting me on all these back roads. It's all windy, right? And just a lot of people going around me. Like, people were in a hurry. I mean, Friday people usually are, right? And, I just felt like a mercenary. Like, I gotta go in there. I gotta make these people laugh. I gotta survive and come out alive, And I just couldn't believe that there was no stars. Like, they must have been hibernating, right? 1-lane roads, no freeways in sight, not a store in sight, not a gas station in sight. That's when you go, oh, maybe I shouldn't, because I'm getting paranoid, because if I have a flat, there's no cell phone service, there's no, station to go to, I'm by myself. And like I said, I'm not a fighter, I'm not a survivalist, I'm an eater. So, first thing that's happened to me is I'm gonna starve. And that's the fat guy's most terrifying fear, is starving. But the crazy part is, I'm driving, it's pitch black. It was such a trip. I thought I was driving to hell or something. Pitch black, and to my left, I just see flickering lights, fucking lightning. There's lightning going on in the distance, okay? No rain. I'm like, what the fuck? Lightning going on. And it was annoying because I'm trying to take a picture of the lightning because I'm a fucking millennial and I take pictures of everything. Oh, look at foreskin. And the fucking lightning was annoying because it'd flicker and then disappear. It was like trying to take a picture of a hummingbird. You ever try to take a picture of a hummingbird? They're like, hey, hey, hey. Yeah, man, you're like the fucking paparazzi trying to get a celebrity. Like, I get the paparazzi now. Like, Brittany, let me take a picture of your pussy. No, no. It's like, come on. You know, people, celebrities in their houses, you're in the bushes, like, trying to get a picture. Like, I get it. I get it. And this lightning just kept going in and out. And it was such a trip. I don't even know if the lightning was real. I hate long road trips. And I'm telling you that, kids, anything. The whole Mary Jane while you drive. Don't tell the cops. While you drive, woo, makes the road trip better. You're a little happier. You're listening to music. Dude, life's great. You know what I mean? But let's admit it, getting high with a friend is so much better. You ever get high and you're like, oh, that did happen to me as a child. You start listening. Oh yeah, he died. Oh yeah, that was horrible. You start just recounting all the horrible things. You're like, oh yeah. Yeah, she didn't suck it. Oh, that was bad. The necklace. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I did shit my pants. Oh yeah. Right? It's like, it's horrible. It's sometimes horrible, but sometimes great. That's what I'm so bored, I'm willing to take the chance. I love that ride. Will this be great or will this not be? And if it's not great, I've had that before shows where like, oh yeah, did they touch me there? I don't know. And then you gotta show up and perform comedy, and it's like, you gotta get yourself in the zone, right? And I'll start running like a boxing, I'll prank call my fucking old school friend. I know a guy, he's got the same phone number from high school, and I'll still prank call him. Hey, stupid dick. Hey, grandma called and she wants her bras back. Just stupid kid shit. Gets me in the goofy mood for the old comedy, you know? And I showed up, hang on, sip for grandma. I show up to the comedy gig, and it's a farm town. You know it's a farm town. It smells like shit. I'm like, oh, coming from the Bay Area, San Francisco area, at least you got that in common, right? We got some relation there I can tie in. San Francisco, oof. It's sad that they're known for being a shit city. Like, it smells like shit there. They have an app that finds shit. Like, that's what they're known for. But here's my whole thing. And this is where the mayor of San Francisco is failing. If you know your city smells like shit, if you're not doing anything about it, then be proud of it. You see the hairline? I'm not doing anything about it. You hear me crying about it? No, I'm proud of it. Making jokes, let's boogie. That's what the mayor needs to be doing. Like, embrace it. You know? Like, I got the gut. I hate it, but I'm proud of it. Whatever, embrace it. I show it off in comedy shows now. Sorry, Bert Kreischer. I took the shirt off a couple times. Don't sue me. You know? I don't want to be that comedian that takes your shirt off, but let me tell you, they love the gut. They love the nipples. I do this show in this farm town. 120 people. I'm shocked there's that many people. Halfway through my set, they're like, take the shirt off. I'm like, all right, guy. And when a guy is yelling at you to take your shirt off, that's intimidating. A guy yelling, that's scary. I'm like, okay, I got it. I'll whatever, okay? I'm fucked if I go to jail. I'm literally, my asshole's screwed. I'm not good with confrontation. Like I told you, I'm not a fighter. I'm not a confrontationalist. I'm an eater, alright? I like to eat and watch problems. I don't like to be part of the problems and not eat. You get my drift, right? I think San Francisco would be great, though, if they embrace the whole shit city thing. Like, make it a tourist thing. Like, hey, these are spots where there's a lot of shit. Isn't that cool? Like, you don't think tourists would like that? Have you seen Japanese comic books? There's freaky shit, all right? They would love that. San Francisco could have hats and t-shirts, shit city. I'd buy one. Brown looks great on me. I mean, embrace it, Mayor. Or you know what? Step aside and let me be Mayor. We'll be top notch. Everything open. You want to take the risk? Everything open. Sorry, Gavin. And we'd be Shit City, right? That'd be the new nickname. Come try the clam chowder in Shit City. People would flock, you know. And people, you think they're not. You think I'm insane, but they would. And, you know, people would be a lot happier. Brown looks good on everyone, right? The homeless would be stars. They'd love it. Homeless guys would be the new celebrities. Oh my god, that guy, he takes huge shits. They're gigantic. I was on that tour. Oh, you gotta go to San Francisco. Yeah, that guy. Oh my god. You see that guy on the news that killed a bunch of those people? Great shit celebrity. Great shit celebrity. Homeless people are gonna love it. The Japanese and other tourists that like freaky things are gonna love it. And, you know, I'm gonna love it because I love Brown. I was blown away though from the show out in Modesto, out in the valley, that the crowd was great, right? They loved my nipples. I was waiting for my nipples to fall off. They felt like frostbite, you know, which actually probably would have been great because I'd finally go viral. Fame, baby. I want to be a celebrity, right? You just see on TMZ, comedian's nipples falls off while doing a joke about a blowjob. I've made it. Hi, Gwyneth. Can we have a tea party? Right? Elon, dance with me. I just want to say I love my hairline. And want to thank Eric Powers, the guy who put on the show. Thank you, bro. And he told me, I'm putting him on the spot. He told me I'm going to be back in January. So guys, come out. It's in front of a restaurant. You're on top of a tow truck, the stage. And then they got a bunch of seats. It's outdoor. It's cold. So, you know, there's a lot of wind and stuff. You know, Corona going that way, Corona going that way. It's like hanging around. I like windy situations. You know what I mean? It just blows it right out. So, it blows the farts out too. You don't have to smell the farts there. Ooh, I was farting at the show. I'm sorry, Eric. I was going around the audience, and that's kind of what I do. I'm like a magician. I think magicians do that. They spray like essential oils and stuff that makes you like, and then they can hypnotize you and stuff. That's what I do with my farts. I spray it, kind of hypnotize you, and then you're laughing at the jokes. They like me out there. I don't know if I reminded them of their sick, weird cousin, but they like me out there, and I want to thank you guys. Follow me on Instagram if you're not, _AlexWoody Comedy, and you'll see all my future shows. I got a show coming up Wednesday in St. Leandro in a parking lot. And I'm going to be talking about tits, I'm going to be talking about yo-yos, I'm going to be talking about crayons. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. Fucking Eric, the guy who runs the show, he looks like Ben Affleck's cousin. He's one of those guys, he kind of looks like an actor, and he probably gets that a lot, which would be annoying. Like, I never get that. What I'll get is like, oh, you remind me of Chris Farley. Not because of the gut, though. People will, because that's one nice thing about the Bay Area. They don't want to offend anyone. That's why they hate me, because I offend everyone. But they don't want to offend anyone, so they're like, oh, I swear I had that the other day. Oh, not the gut, though. Not the gut. It's probably my voice. Hey! You know what I mean? I liked it. I don't even look at the camera. I'm like looking at myself. That's how vain I am. But, I'm really on one tonight. This is what happens when you bomb on a podcast the week before. You just want to go, football, oh, right? That's probably why I have that, because I used to headbutt people in football, because I was never on the field. I just be like, have you ever like not played or been included in something? I just be, right? Because you had to be super good. If you weren't, like, I was horrible at like running and shit, so like, I'd be like, put me in. I always be like by the coach, hey, show my face, right? Never would even, he'd look at me and go, ugh, right? But I will say, one thing about the coach is he let me go on a date with his daughter, and this guy was a psycho. One time he was so angry in practice, he ripped off his shorts, but he didn't let me go on a date. I was nervous, nothing happened, I didn't even try anything. I was like, this guy will rip off my dick. But, yeah, he was a trip. He wouldn't be a coach right now. He'd be fired for the shit he said. You can't even talk to kids that way. Kids would write a blog, tweet, cry, commit suicide now. I'm telling you, these coaches, they look at you and know exactly what your problem is and just rip you for it. That was their way of motivation. It was sick, scary, but it made a hell of a football player, I'll tell you that. But kids can handle it now. Shit's different. It's so crazy how shit's different, and it's only been 15 years. But the way I talk about it, it's like, yeah, shit's different. It's like it's been like 45. But that's the way shit's progressing. It's like 45 years in like 15 years. That's mind-blowing. Have a sip with that. That's mind-blowing. I just blew Elon Musk's mind. He's watching the podcast. He's like, who's this chubby guy with the receding hairline? Blew your mind, huh? Give me a job. Oh my god. Sponsor me, please. This is the best beer Space does. Sponsor me. They're gonna take down the video now. They're like, you can't put our bottle up there. This is the problem. I get ahead of my notes and I'm like, where was I? Oh, so I'm at the show and after my set, which I probably caught COVID, I went in the bathroom and I go in the stall, and when I get done, walk out, guy's at the sink and he's washing up. That's my water making noise. And he goes, you killed it. And I didn't know if he was talking about the big shit I took or my set. I was like, huh? Alright. I didn't know, bro. I was lit. Just, if you guys want to come to future shows, follow me. Want to get an ad out of the way real quick, okay? Silver Tongue Audio. I had to look at the notes and go, do I have any ads? I was like, you guys thought I was having a stroke. You're like, is this guy okay? He was just talking about a set. He just did a joke and he lost it. No, I'm good. I want to check if I had any ads. I forgot. I can't believe I forgot about Silver Tongue Audio. These guys, they found me. I was drooling in the gutter. What do I do in my life? I want to do a podcast. They're like, get in here. They saw potential in me. This guy, we can make people feel better about their lives if they hear about this guy's life and mental capability. Let's do it. And I'm like, hell yeah. I have nothing else going on. I hate myself. Let's boogie. Silver Tongue Audio, I thank you. And this is my tribute to you, the ad. Silver Tongue Audio, go to silvertongueaudio.org. Yeah, .org, not .edu, boring, .com, traditional. No, org, okay? Org is the 21st century end of a URL, okay? Go to there, silvertongueaudio.org. Hang on. I thought I was going to burp. Hang on. Oh my god, I'm getting fat. Go to Silver Tongue Audio. I got spit in my throat. Jesus. It's like someone just blew a load in my throat. Go to Silver Tongue Audio. And you'll see a bunch of podcasts there. Mine, Midnight in the Bay. Hey, I'm selfish. I got to promote myself first on this other platform's ad. Midnight in the Bay right there. Free downloads. How many free items can you get, right? Free downloads right there. And all episodes. And then you go just to the other, you scroll a little bit and there's other podcasts. Yeah, there's one called Dazed and Disturbed. Oh. This one is great. It's dark subjects with light shined on them, with humor shined on them. It's fun to smoke a little bit. Oh, grandma left her weed. I'm gonna smoke a little bit and turn this on. Whoa, and you're gonna be like, this is gonna be faced during the podcast. Whoa, okay, go check them out. All episodes free. You can't even go to Spotify or any of these places, Napster or anything for free, right? Porno, nothing for free. Go there. And then there's another podcast. This one I freaking love. And if you love video games, you're going to love this one. It's the NPC podcast. The non-player character podcast. This one I turn on why I play video games, because I'm a nut job. Okay? I like double the pleasure. Okay? These guys, great to tune out to the video game noise and listen to these guys. It's like 4 people and they're talking about trending stuff in video games, stuff from your childhood, facts you didn't know about. They debate, okay? and they're in the industry, so it's not like a chubby guy pretending to know what he thinks is like advice, okay? No, this is like legit advice, legit humor. Go listen there. It's NPC Podcast, Non-Player Character Podcast, Dazed and Disturbed Podcast, and mine, Midnight in the Bay, all at Silver Tongue Audio. Go there. Oof. Oof. Got that out of the way, a little stretch. Did you see this? 7 people died in Russia after drinking hand sanitizer. These people have never Googled anything in their life, right? Everyone knows if you're gonna take a substance that is dangerous, you Google if it can kill you or not. I remember taking pills and grabbing pill bottles. Oh, what will this do to me? Will this make me high? And you look up the numbers and shit, and you find out, right? Any good partier knows to look up shit, right? These guys are so hardcore. They're not like a puss like me. Do you hear what I just said? That was so pussy. I should have taken the pills like a maniac, right? But I had to look it up, right? I was like a wannabe drug addict, right? These guys are real addicts, right? They're like, fuck it, right? We're drinking hand sanitizer. Like, these are the type of people that are at those parties you're at, and you're like, oof, I don't know if I'm gonna come back here or not, because things are getting out of hand. People are climbing trees. People are jumping off roofs in the pools, right? This is a little too much, but it's a tale I'll be telling the friends later, right? Partying with these crazy people. This is these type of people, right? And I've talked about this before. People in Russia, they're hardcore. It's cold there. People that can live in the cold and stuff, they are hardcore. And you know these people, they've already jumped off the roof in the pool. That's the shit they did in 4th grade. They've already climbed trees. That's shit they did in 2nd grade. They're on to what's in the house. We've hammered our fingers, ran into the walls to get high. Well, what else can we get? And they found the hand sanitizer, right? And the guy that lucked out from that party, I bet, is the guy that fell asleep early. I was that guy a couple times. Remember that? You fall asleep early with your shoes on, and they draw, right? You know when those 7 people died, you know there was that guy who fell asleep early. He wakes up with a dick drawn on his face, and he just goes, whoa, that was a hell of a party, right? I gotta get the fuck out of here before cops come. That guy was walking around with a dick on his face, and I was like, that was a hell of a night. I've been there, guy. I've only been at a party where 2 people have died, but I've been there. I was in a Subway one time, didn't realize the dick was on my face. You ever not look in the mirror because you already know you're beautiful? Yeah, people were laughing at something. Why are they laughing? I'm like looking down, is the little thing out, right? Little Japanese samurai out, right? What are they laughing at? Big dick. Yeah, can I get a number 2, right? I remember the guy saying, oh, he was a stoner, he said, oh, does this thing on your face want a sandwich too? I'm like, oh God, I hate my life, give me a gun. Did you see this? The Vatican, oh, the good old Catholics, they asked Instagram how a photo of a Brazilian model was liked by the Pope. This is like a bravo. These guys know how to flip shit. You think comedians are good at flipping shit? These guys know how to flip shit, hide shit. Oh, did he touch the boy? Let's move him. Look it over here. This is a great movie to watch, you know? Oh, read the book, right? They're great at manipulating. And these guys, they jumped ahead on this because over 1 million people saw that the Pope liked this model who was bending over showing the hole, right? And, you know, the Vatican gets ahead of it. Hey, how did this happen? The old fart fucking liked it. Get over it, okay? He reads the Bible too, right? You don't let these motherfuckers marry. You think you're gonna put someone in the Vatican who's never been on Instagram? You think you're gonna put a guy who's never been on the internet and he starts hearing about it and he's fucking old and he doesn't even remember what a vagina looks like and he clicks on it and I'm telling you, I go on Instagram sometimes and I gotta look at photos of my family afterwards. I'm like, Jesus Christ, women show so much. I don't get it. But this guy came in and was, oh, he's thinking about fucking Antarctica and stones and, you know, old shitty books, you know, and he sees the model. I'm liking it. I might, I'm surprised you didn't put a comment with a couple of flags and thumbs up, right? And now they're smart. They jump ahead and say, how could he like this? You know, it doesn't take a genius to figure out how he likes it. But let me tell you something. If anyone's got the Vatican number, I love to learn how to cover up like they do and get ahead of shit, especially with the wife. How do if I forgot to take out the garbage, how do I get, but here's my thing. As soon as the Vatican calls me back, no, I do not have a son. Okay. I just need advice, right? We're not joining anything. I do not trust you motherfuckers at all. But would love to learn the skills of flipping stuff, especially in a marriage. That could go a long ways. Did you guys see this? Napa police. This is a local story. Napa police arrested a woman who intentionally crashed into stuff and then into someone. I'm like, we've all had that thought. Guilty. We've all had that thought of like, you're in the car, traffic, someone cut you off, like, what if I just ram this into them and fuck off, piss on their face? We've all had those thoughts, but we're not actually gonna fucking do it, right? This chick, I guarantee it, she's probably rich, right? Because rich people get away with shit. I mean, for example, look at Bruce Wayne. This motherfucker, he's tearing up the city as Batman. He's fucking shit up. Everyone knows he's Batman. Everyone knows he's Batman, but he donates hella money, and so they don't care, right? And he gets rid of the mentally ill in the city, right? So no one gives a fuck that he dresses up in spandex and a mask and drives around and fucks up the city. The city's always fucked up at the end of that movie. They're always like cleaning up, and Batman's like, "Yeah, that was a good job, huh? I'm gonna go fucking check and get drunk." There's always poor people cleaning up his fucking burning buildings and shit just to kill one guy. This guy's gotta burn half a city to kill one guy. I mean, a great superhero. But I guarantee this fucking lady up in Napa was like, I'm rich, I'm just gonna crash into shit, like I'm bored in quarantine. And that's why we open shit up, because people are fucking losing it. They're crashing in shit unintentionally. That's scary, because I drive for a living. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be a puss, I'm gonna be post-traumatic, I'm gonna be looking around. Crazy though, people driving unintentionally. That lady's got some big balls, let me tell you that. Even if you are rich and you can get out of it, that's balls to do that. She gets the balls of the week. Don't have her name, but amen, lady. Also, for some reason I read today, I've never read, I haven't read since 1969. I don't know if you guys saw this, because I know you guys like to read. You guys are just watching this as a science project. What does a mentally handicapped chubby guy look like? A meteorite sold for $2.48 million. That's 2.48 for smart people. $1 million. And I am blown away that meteorites cost that much. Some villager is sitting in his hut, and this meteorite comes through his roof, and he's looking at it, and because it's old, it's worth this much money. It's like $4.7 billion. My first thought is like, can I get one of these collectors' number along with the Vatican? But can I get one of these collectors' numbers and just call them and say, hey, I know you guys like old shit. I have some really old, crusty boogers under my car seat. How much? How much do you think I can get from them? I guarantee there's some wacko online that would be like, I would pay $20 a piece for your boogers. Like some booger collector, he's like a prehistoric booger collector. I have dinosaur boogers. And at like fancy parties, he breaks it out and eats it. This booger is 4.7 billion years old. Right? That makes you want to throw up, doesn't it? By the way, I was picking my nose today. And I was driving, picking, because where else you can pick your nose? You want to pick it at home or in front of the roommates or mom, dad, grandma. So you pick it in the car, right? Here's my theory. You could do the grossest things possible in the bathroom, right? And in the car too. You know what I mean? Those are the two places you can do gross stuff and no one can see you, right? And that's how you want it to be. So, and sometimes you don't have Kleenex, you wipe it under, and, you know, I'm doing my business, and I stop at the stop sign, okay? And these kids, they're all huddled up there on their scooters, they're reading Japanese weird comic books, thinking, hey, we should go to San Francisco. And one looks at me when I look over with my finger up my nose. And he goes, hey, mister, you can't pick your nose here. Only we can pick our nose here. Scram. Go pick your nose on another block. And let me tell you, I hate competition so much. I sped away. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here. And I got out of there in a jiffy. Yeah, and I said jiffy. Great peanut butter. But I'm a dad, so sometimes these lame-ass words pop up. I'm just waiting to say Heine. Yeah, I mean, that's coming soon. That's gonna slip out. You guys are gonna be like, oosh. I listen to this guy because he broke the boundary, says stuff what's on his mind. This is getting lame, you know? So, by the way, I walked in a public bathroom, and I got in the stall, sat on the toilet, thought how San Francisco should have Shit City t-shirts, and there was a guy sitting next to me, in the stall next to me, not like right next to me, like there was a guy in the stall already, and I went there anyways and sat next to him, holding my hand. But there's guys in the stall next to me in silence who's sees feet. I know it's a guy, you know, it's a man, no stilettos. And randomly after I push out those first 4 logs, those loud ones, usually when you push out the first couple, it's really loud and people always start wiping to get out of there, right? At least with me, they're like, holy shit, this guy's got nuclear waste coming out. What is this guy, from Chernobyl? His hair looks like he's from there. And so, this guy hangs around after the initial blast, you know? And this guy all of a sudden goes, how about them Raiders? And I'm like, how's this guy know I'm a football fan? By my shit? By the way I take a shit? Because I wear face paint and take my shirt off? Like, is that why? And, and I just go, hey, they look great, don't they? And I just hear the guy, like, move his feet a little bit, like, to the side and goes, what? And at that moment, I realized he was on the phone, because I can kind of hear another voice really quietly at that moment. I guess I didn't hear it because I was really blasting off those initial logs. Oof, right? Mexican food. And I just went quiet. That's what you do. I wanted to make this guy feel like he was going crazy because I was so embarrassed and I just didn't want the confrontation. I'm a puss. So I just went quiet. That's what you do. Anything I learned from marriage to make the other person feel like they're going crazy so you don't get in trouble, you just go quiet. Okay, married guys? The new married guys? Just go quiet, okay? And that's what I did in this situation. I took a situation from home and I applied it here. You'd be proud of me, Teach. And this guy just didn't say anything, and I just got out of there real quick. So definitely not gonna go shit in a Target bathroom for a while. I didn't know. Oh, speaking of marriage, now that my wife is working out, I have to work out. Because you can't just let her get hot, right? You gotta match, right? You're married, you always gotta match, right? You should see my wardrobe, I look like a trans. So I went out to go work out, and I did my first workout in a while. And let me tell you, I'm so out of shape afterwards, I was like a drunk person. I was dizzy, red-faced, and my legs weren't working. I was falling over, sweating profusely, and I was yelling for my mom. Guys, that has been the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you want any questions answered or ideas thrown my way, you hit me up on Instagram _AlexWoodyComedy. You see show dates there too. And you can also hit me up on midnightinthebay@gmail.com. Thank you. God bless. Not religious, but God bless. That's what people say. Sometimes you don't know what to say. Like someone's sick, and usually people say pray for them, but I don't really believe that. So what do I say? I have good thoughts for them, right? But that's a lie, because I'm just gonna be playing Madden. So I just say sorry. Anyways, I'm full of them tonight. I love you. Thank you for listening. Adios. I'm not a crook.